So Greg, thank you for being with us and for sharing your knowledge and your patience with this bunch of guys. Okay?
Nice to be here. My Portuguese is very limited, so I'll do the best I can. So I know a few words, but I'm going to speak in English for the rest of the evening. Thanks to Philippe for inviting me to your beautiful university. I've had a great time so far. I thought I'd give you a little overview about my background and what I'm doing now at Tulane, and then talk about the format that I'd like to follow for tonight, if that's okay with you. This was actually my second visit to Portugal. I was here about 19 years ago, but I only visited one city, Lisboa, right? Which was a great experience for me. And when I had to get back to work, I think I spent 2 days and then left. So now I'm here for about 10 days, trying to take in a lot of the country. So from here we go to Portugal. We learn all about port and port and so forth. So I want to give you a little background about what I do at Tulane now. Philippe's give me a brief introduction about MBA students, and I generally have been teaching MBAs at Tulane for the last 6 years. I teach in our full-time MBA program for people who have left their jobs and are full-time. I teach to all of them. And then I also teach in something that we call the professional MBA program. I'm thinking most of you are part of that. We call it the PMBA, people who are fully employed and they come to school time. So they work until 5 and they see me at 6:30. They have an hour and a half to eat, and then they see me for 2.5 hours in the evening. So I've been doing that for a number of years and have enjoyed most of that experience. I thought I'd give you a little background about myself. I'm a native Californian. I was born in Los Angeles. I went to school at the University of California, and then got my PhD at Yale University. And after that, I went to the University of Illinois and taught for a number of years. And now I'm at Tulane University, which is in a place called New Orleans. And I don't know how many of you have visited New Orleans, but if you haven't, you should. I'll give you an idea of what it's like, and you can make that decision. So we were at Lisbon, and we're at this area called Barrio Alto. Okay, it's the same. So it's very much like New Orleans and the French Quarter. It's a lot of fun and a lot of action and a lot of people on the streets. And that's where I live now. And I teach this university, which is an old private university in the heart of New Orleans. A terrific university, and it's an interesting spot. So today I'm going to talk about a lot of the work that I do and have been doing. And I'm also going to be focusing on the work that others are doing these days in the area of creativity and innovation. My preference is to have more of a discussion format. So first of all, my voice is not so great right now because I've been talking for a while. So feel free to ask questions, interrupt, comment, disagree with me. I'm happy. Anybody who disagrees with me, and we'll chat about it. Okay. So if anything's unclear, if you need to have anything clarified, if you want to disagree with me or comment on anything that I have to say, please feel free to do that. I'm very comfortable with that. I've kind of gone over things with Philippe. I guess we're not going to take a break. We're going to go straight through, and then we'll kind of end earlier than normal. If that's all right with you. So. That's the plan. That's the plan of attack. Let me start off with a discussion of the concepts I'm going to be focusing on tonight, and that's creativity and innovation. And I kind of took a couple of hours and found some pictures that I normally show, and we talk about creativity and innovation. And creativity normally is referred to as the first step in the innovation process. It's the raw material, it's the idea. Creativity is the idea about a new product for an organization. Innovation passes through to the second stage, where the idea is actually implemented or adopted by the organization. The organization changes as a result of the creative idea that employees will have. So I'm going to almost focus a little bit on both of them tonight. First of all, how we can produce more creative ideas in organizations, why that's important, and secondly, how can we get those ideas actually adopted by the organization, actually implemented, put in place in the organization. And I'm going to try to make the case why this is important. So I'll start off with some quotes that I like. I've been doing this for a while, and I've tried to find some pretty good quotes.
Can I interrupt you for a second? Sorry.
Yes.
I'm the first one disturbing you.
Yes.
I have to apologize, but the transparencies you have are not the correct ones.
Oh, well, that's great.
Okay.
In 1945, by a psychologist named Carl Dunker, a German psychologist by the name of Carl Dunker. And this is a fairly well-known problem-solving exercise. I will tell you this, just to put additional pressure on you. There is a right solution. There is a correct solution to this problem. So you will all be tested. Okay? So I'm going to show you this picture, and what I'd like you to do, and then I'll give you instructions, is I'll show you this picture now. There it is. Now, forget about the table, that's a prop. But what you see are three objects. You see a candle? That in the middle there is a box of tacks. Yes? And the final is we have some matches, right? This is your assignment. You need to write down your answer or answers. You could have multiple. I'm going to give you about 3 minutes to do this. You need to do the following. These are Dunker's instructions. You need to attach that candle to a wall, light it, and make sure that the candle does not drip on the floor. Okay? No dripping on the floor. Attach to the wall while the candle, and light the candle. Okay? While the candle is lit, it can't drip.
Light the candle after. Light the candle after.
You're asking too many questions. Whatever you like. Once it's lit, it can't drip on the floor. That's all I'm going to tell you. All right? Everybody have that assignment? Attach the candle to the wall to ensure that it does not drip on the floor after it has started burning. By the way, this is not one of these new candles that doesn't drip. Non-drip candle. This is a dripping candle. This is what they had in 1945. Okay? Everybody have that? I'll give you 2 minutes to come up with your solution. You're supposed to do this on your own. That's another thing. None of it's idea sharing.
I think there's no need to. Well, I can use the base of the candle. I put it in the wall, but in the ground. If it is already in the ground, then I can light it up.
It could drip on the floor even if it's on the
No,
ground.
it's already on the floor. If I put the wall on the floor, I put it like this.
No, That is not the correct solution. You have to attach it to the wall. Anybody else want to share their ideas?
You have to attach the candle or you can attach the box? You can fix
I didn't say that, so what, maybe you have an idea then. Go ahead. What's your
the
solution?
box. Supposed to fix so that to attach the box to the wall, then put the candle on top of the box, and then light it.
Okay, who else came up with that solution?
Him.
All right, that's one possibility. Anybody else have another one? Go ahead.
I use the
Tax.
I use the text
The tax?
fix the candle on the wall, and then I empty the box and I put the box on the floor and
To absorb, to take the,
yes.
okay. That's another possibility. Anybody else? Anybody else have one?
We need to understand that the
Sorry?
table is the floor.
This is the table. This is the table. This is the table.
This is a table, right?
Yes.
You mentioned.
No, you can't use the table as a,
I wasn't. If I put the candlelit wall, if I fix the candlelit wall, I don't need the table. It won't drop to the floor. It will drop to the table.
drop to the table instead of the floor.
Okay. Yes. Yes. I can use the matches to light the candle. Okay. I can melt two how can I say?
Tax.
Tacks
Uh-huh.
to each other. All right. To they fix.
Are you an engineer?
No. Then I can stick one of the edges of the how can I say? I forgot. Stacks. Okay, to the candle and the other to the wall.
Okay. All right.
It will drop to the table, no? Just a trick
That's definitely an answer.
trick.
It's not the correct.
You can.
Anybody else?
You can take the text, stack it on the candle.
Say again?
Around, okay.
You can
Put the text around the candle.
around the candle.
Stick it on the wall, okay, and put the box underneath and light it. Because the problem is that you to stick the text to the candle, the backwards of the text can't stack on the wall.
Okay. You think?
I'm sure.
You're sure?
Have you ever tried to do it?
No, I haven't tried to do it. I'll tell you what, I'm going to give you now Junker's solution, right? And it's one that's already been mentioned, and it looks like this. Okay? This is the solution that he came up with in 1945. Now, about 50% of people come up with a solution. 50% disagree. And the reason is the concept of functional fixedness, right? Once we see tax in a box, we think that box is to be used for tax. We have a hard time getting away from seeing things used in different forms, right? The interesting thing about this study, and I'm going to come back and tell you why I think it's relevant. The interesting thing about this study is if you take the tax out of the box, you put them on the table, and you show people an empty box, 90% will get the answer correct. Because now the box is not a holder of the tax. It is a separate, a useful product, right? So just simply portraying this in a different way is showing this in a different way, you get a different response. So this is the dunker, and I'll come back in a moment to talk about why this is being used in European business schools as an indicator of a person's creativity. It's the number of people who get this correct, get this answer correct.